Hey, what's going on? It's Chris, Dan Libby Refrigeration, Heating and Air Conditioning. This is HVAC for me. All you new techs out there, people just getting into the trade, apprentices. Something I was thinking about, something that you definitely need to learn is how to read a schematic. This is one of the reasons why HVAC is one of the hardest trades, because we do so much of everything, right? I'd say 70 to 80% of electricians out there don't know how to read a schematic, right? So you got to learn how to read a schematic. My tip for you is, brand new piece of equipment is a lot easier to read a schematic and then actually follow the wires, right? But start looking at schematics, learn how to read a schematic. I'll use the example of an AC condensing unit. They're pretty basic. And if you have a unit that's brand new, where all the wires are either colored properly or labeled properly, I would recommend pull up the schematic. If you have a second, if you're doing preventive maintenance on it, or if you're working with a lead tech, have him show you on the schematic what everything is, and then where on the actual piece of equipment it is, and then be able to follow the schematic and then physically follow the wires on the unit. But a schematic is essentially the Bible for that piece of equipment. So you're definitely going to need to know how to read a schematic so that you can figure out how a piece of equipment is being controlled and how a piece of equipment works. And it's definitely going to help you diagnose the issue. So start looking at schematics, start reading schematics. And again, it's a whole other animal aside from everything else you already have to know. Now you gotta do the control side of electric. So get started now, reading them, looking at them, do some research on them, what the symbols on them mean, that sort of thing. So there you go, schematics. Start looking at them. All right. See you on the next one.